Want to come forward, sir?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to testify truthfully in this case under penalty of law?
I do.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Good. Good afternoon.
Can you please state and spell your name for the court reporter?
Thomas Patrick Smith, ThomasPatrick
Thank you. You can pull the mic just a little bit closer to you. Thank you. Do you know Mr. Banfield?
I do.
Okay, and in what capacity?
I'm a special agent with IRS Criminal Investigation, and Mr. Banfield was previously employed with IRS Criminal Investigation at my office in Vienna, Virginia.
Directing your attention to February 23rd and 24th of 2024, in that time period, was he your direct supervisee?
2023?
I'm sorry, 2023.
Yes, on February 24th, 2023, I was the acting supervisory special agent for the Vienna group.
All right, and so did Mr. Banfield report to you?
He did at that time, yes.
All right. Was there anyone else that he reported to during that period of time?
Julia Jones was the permanent supervisory special agent, but she was out of the country, and IRS practice is that someone is designated to be the acting supervisor when the supervisor is unavailable. So
right.
in that particular time, I believe I was the acting supervisory special agent from February 15th through February 24th. Juliet returned on Monday, February 27th.
All right. To your knowledge, was there a meeting scheduled between yourself or with Juliet and Mr. Banfield on the morning of February 24th, 2023?
All right, leading.
Sure.
Sustain the objection.
Did you have any plans for the morning of February 24th, 2023?
I did. I was in Baltimore on an unrelated undercover operation on that morning.
Were you scheduled to meet with Mr. Banfield?
I was not.
And again, I'm sorry, where was Juliet, his other supervisor?
She was out of the country.
Okay. Mr. Banfield testified that he was meeting with his manager. Is there another person that could have been?
As you go up the management chain, we have an assistant special agent in charge. His name is David Meisenheimer, and we have a special agent in charge, Kareem Carter, and they were both in, I believe, Georgia at the time. Because
And Georgia, the state, not Virginia.
Correct.
Okay. Within your industry, is it commonplace to appear for career? Sure thing.
All right, sustain.
How does one dress in the IRS when they are approaching a business meeting that is imperative for their success and potential promotion?
Well, we could say that when I have important meetings, I dress in a semi-formal or formal, like suit and tie, or at least, nice slacks and a shirt.
Would jeans or tennis shoes be acceptable?
I have never worn jeans or tennis or sneakers or tennis shoes for an important meeting.
You have to put your microphone on, Mr. Carroll. What's your objection?
Objection to the relevance of this. He's indicating what he does.
Overruled.
All right, thank you. Did you speak with Mr. Banfield on the morning of February 24th, 2023?
I did not.
Okay. Were you surprised that he wasn't there at 8 o'clock?
Again, I was in Baltimore, so I wasn't there, but I was surprised when I received a phone call indicating that Mr. Banfield had discharged his weapon and there were two deceased persons, which, as you would imagine, that triggered many responsibilities as the acting supervisory special agent too.
Understood. Just as a law enforcement professional trained by the IRS, do you share your gun safe code with your family members?
Objection, Your Honor, it's not relevant and it's
All right,
leading.
sustain the objection.
All right, thank you. Nothing further. Please answer any questions council might have for you.
Cross-examination.
Thank you.
sorry, sir, tell me your name again.
Special Agent T. Patrick Smith.
Okay. And you were, as I understand it, you were the special agent in charge while Juliet Jones was gone out of the country?
No, I was the acting supervisory special agent.
Okay. And so that was something that she put you in charge of, or someone higher than that?
I believe she was able to designate, but you'd have to check for sure. But I'm sure she had upper management approval for who she designated as the acting supervisory special agent.
Okay, so so you said something like what happened where he discharged his firearm and there were 2 people dead. That caused a lot of work for you?
When I was informed by the Fairfax County detective as the acting supervisory special agent that one of the agents in the group had discharged his weapon and there were 2 deceased persons, then yes, we had to contact upper management, which I did. We had to process the Treasury Inspector for Tax Administration, which we call TIGTA, is essentially our internal affairs. They have to be notified. They do an investigation to determine if the discharge of the weapon was appropriate.
Okay, I guess my question was it extra work for you?
Was it extra work for
Yeah,
me?
isn't that what you just said to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that when this situation arises, it becomes a great deal of work for the person who's the acting special agent in charge?
Well, yes, I had to make several phone calls. I had many conversations with people that I would not have had if there hadn't been.
Okay. Now, did the Fairfax County Police know that you were the acting special agent in charge?
I can't really speak what the Fairfax County Police knew, but I did speak with a detective from Fairfax County Police.
Who was the detective you spoke to?
I don't recall the detective's name.
Did you ask him his name?
I knew it at the time. As we speak now, I don't recall.
So there was no report that to the people that you called and people that you told about
Objection
this?
calls for speculation.
Overruled, if you can answer it.
There was no report that you created to talk about this situation, which made a lot of work for you, where you would put in the detective's name?
I definitely provided that information to upper management, and if I could access my emails, I'm sure that's in there.
So in your capacity, did you stay within the Vienna office after that when Juliet Jones came back?
Did I stay?
Yeah, were you still in the Vienna office when
I
Juliet?
currently am still in the Vienna office.
Okay, so from that time until now, you're still in the Vienna office?
Yes, that's my permanent post of duty. I was there before that day as well.
Now, there were 6 people that were interviewed relating to TIGTA interviews. Actually, I'm sorry, there were 8 people that were interviewed. Do you know the name David Meisenheimer?
Yes, he was the assistant special agent in charge.
Were you aware that he was interviewed by Detective Vesser of Fairfax County?
I don't
Okay.
necessarily know, but
Do you know Lawrence Flagg?
I do. He's another agent who was assigned to the Vienna POD on that time.
Okay, and were you aware that he was interviewed as well by Detective Vesser?
I believe he told me he was interviewed. I don't know. He disclosed the name of the detective.
Now, do you have team assignments in terms of the IRS?
I'm not sure I understand the question.
Is there someone named Carrillo that has a team in the Vienna office?
Carrillo?
Yes.
I don't recognize the name. Can you spell it? Maybe it's the pronunciation.
Carrillo?
I don't recognize that name.
Okay. Would it surprise you that Juliet Jones, who actually wasn't even there on that day, was interviewed by the Fairfax County Police Detective Vesser?
It would not surprise me that Julie Jones was interviewed. She was the
Okay.
supervisory special agent.
Now, Detective Carter from the Fairfax County Police, did you have contact with him?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, there were interviews conducted by him to Bernarda Jackson, special agent?
Objection, counsel's testifying, he needs to ask a question.
Overruled, go ahead.
Bernarda Jackson is another agent in the group, yes.
Okay, and did you know that she was interviewed relating to my client's case?
can't recall if she told me that or not.
Okay. How about Richard Daniels, who was a special agent?
Yes, he's another.
You know that Detective Carter had interviewed him about my client's case.
I think Special Agent Daniels did mention that, yes.
Okay. And Philip Hammond, do you know that person? Hammond, do you know that person?
Yes, I know Special Agent Hammond.
And did you know that he was interviewed by Fairfax County Police Detective Carter relating to my client's case?
I believe he also told me he'd been interviewed, yes.
Okay, so you knew about that.
Yes.
Okay, and so when you heard all these other people were being interviewed, did you ever say, well, hold on, I was the special agent in charge for a period of February 13th to February 24th?
February 15th.
February 15th to February 24th. You didn't raise your hand and say, what about me?
I did.
And so they chose not to interview you?
I'm not exactly sure what happened, but
Okay.
I was out of town the week that the interviews took place in our office.
Oh, so you're aware of these interviews. What week did that occur?
I'd have to look at my calendar. My best guess, things like you have it, is March 2024.
Okay. How about Detective Lynch from Fairfax County interviewing Justin Williams, a special agent?
Justin Williams is another agent in the group.
Did you know he was interviewed?
I think he told me he was.
Okay. And these would have been, other than Juliet Jones, these would have been people who were subordinate to you, correct?
At the time I was acting supervisor special agent, technically, yes. I mean, I view them as coworkers who are all special agents.
Okay, so you're all on the same line unless you get dubbed the acting special agent.
Correct.
Okay. And finally, Kevin Farley, do you know him?
I do. He's another agent in the group.
Okay, and the interviews that were conducted were relating to relationships of Brendan Banfield. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Marriage problems with Brendan Banfield. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Rumors that were going around in the IRS. Did you hear about that?
What rumors?
In the context of these interviews, they were being asked if there were rumors.
I have no recollection of being told of that, no.
They were talked to, the individuals were all spoken to about schedules that occurred in the Vienna office. Did you know about that?
An interview that I was not present at, I don't know what was discussed.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I mean, you were the special agent in charge.
I was not when these interviews
Objection,
occurred.
argumentative.
Sustained, next question.
Okay. Now, there was discussions in these interviews about the types of cases that everybody worked.
Objection, speculation.
Sustained, next question.
Do you know what these interviews were about?
I do not know what occurred in an interview I was not present at, no.
Okay. So you were there and for 2 weeks in that capacity, correct? 15th to the 24th.
Again, I was acting supervisor special agent for the Group 1 of the Washington DC field office from February 15th, 2023 to February 24th, 2023.
And in that, you're coming in here to this courtroom in that capacity to tell the ladies and gentlemen of the jury that, I guess, there are issues with, that you dress a certain way, is that right? When you're going to the office?
Are you asking me how I dress when I go to the office?
Well, no, you've already testified to that, but you're here testifying, and one of the things that you've said is that you dress in a different way than what was described of my client when he was going to the office on February 24th.
That is correct.
Okay, and you indicated you were in an undercover operation, correct?
I was assisting with an unrelated undercover operation in
Okay.
Baltimore, Maryland.
And undercover operations have its own command staff outside of the Vienna office, isn't that right?
I don't know that I would characterize it like that.
Okay. Are there undercover command staff that handle undercover operations that aren't in the people that I just listed off to you that were interviewed?
I'm unclear in your terminology, but yes, there are people we have a whole special investigative techniques group that's involved with undercover operations.
And they would be the people that if you have an undercover operation and you're talking to an undercover person, that you would be working with them, correct?
Not really, no.
Okay. In your undercover operations, when you're interviewing a undercover operative, do you into the office to talk?
I don't interview undercover agents. I'm confused. I'm a lead tech agent for the Washington DC field office. So the traditional undercover operation where they get wired up and they have equipment and they're covertly recorded, that is my job. So I'm involved with that and then preserving for the chain of custody the evidence that's obtained during that meeting.
What about undercover operations that deal with other issues, relating to IRS criminal investigations?
Judge, objection is to form. I don't think the question
All right,
makes
I'll
any
sustain
sense.
if you rephrase.
What about undercover operations that would deal with specific areas of criminal fraud? How are they handled?
I've only been involved with undercover operations conducted by IRS criminal investigation,
Okay.
and they've virtually all involved fraud, so.
And so the undercover operations that other people do, are they different than what you're within the IRS? Are they
Judge,
different?
objection is to relevance. I'm not sure where we're going with this at this point.
I'm just trying to get to the background, get to his background, Judge.
I'm going to sustain the objection. Next question.
Now, sir, would you have known where Lawrence Flagg was on the 24th of February, 2023?
I do because he told me.
Okay, were you keeping track of him otherwise?
Yes, we were in regular contact throughout that day.
Okay, and that was because of the incident that occurred at the Banfield house, correct?
Correct.
Prior to the incident happening, would you have been in contact with Lawrence Flagg on a regular basis?
Can you define regular basis?
Well, you tell me, how often do you have contact with him?
He's an agent in the group. As a regular agent in the group, I would see him probably whenever we were both in the office. As a supervisor, I would have contact with him as needed.
And so how many times did you have contact with him as a supervisor during that week?
I cannot recall the days before February 24th, 2023, but on February 24th, 2023, I had many phone conversations with Lawrence Flagg.
Okay, I don't have any further questions.
All right, redirect.
Okay, just for clarification, was Lawrence Flagg Mr. Banfield's supervisor?
No.
Okay. And when Mr. Banfield testified that he had a scheduled meeting with his manager, that would have been yourself or Juliet Jones, is that correct?
Those are the only two people that have been his manager, yes.
Okay. And she was out of the country, and you were in Baltimore and not planning on meeting him, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Nothing else. Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir, you're free to go.
Judge, may I ask one more question?
No, sir. You're done. All right, you're free to go, sir. All right. Your next witness?
Commonwealth Breast.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commonwealth has arrested the rebuttal evidence. So in other words, you have heard all the evidence you're going to hear in this case. So what I'm going to do, we have some housekeeping matters to take care of. So what I'm going to do is release you early today. And what we'll do is when we come back at 10 a.m. tomorrow, you will hear closing arguments, and then the case will be handed over to you, okay? All right, so have a good night. Do not discuss the case. Do not do any outside research, please. Okay, thank you.
Do the indictments pulled up? Do you know which counts were striking? What did you do with that?
All right, Mr. Carroll, now your motion.